So, you've picked up Dread Delusion, and may have some questions like, where do I go, what's most useful, etc. Well, I'm just going to give you some starting tips based on the current build of the game. Most of these seem finished, but may be altered in time. Till then, I hope this helps, and I'll have timestamps in the description, or chapters depending on the site, to help. Just a quick one to get out of the way here, but after you build your character, you can head across to the other cell and get your hands on a free coin. Not much, and you'll earn many over the course of the game, but it's a free penny. Would you say no to a free penny? Anyways, going back a bit, when setting up your character, none of these titles or their stories impact the game's story or gameplay. What does is the bottom listed stats. The first questionnaire grants you plus 2 points into one of 4 categories. Now, while Might is helpful and Guile can speed up your movement speed alongside 80 and Lockpicking, the two I find most useful so far are Wisdom and Persona, because given how finding delusions and doing quests are the way to get upgrade points, it simply helps to have high stats in both categories. Personally, I would bank on Wisdom. The next question is plus 20 to each prospective category. Basically, your 4 stats can be upgraded to 10. Each point is worth 5 to the 2 subcategories each stat applies to. This gives plus 20 to one of those subcategories. These subcategories are what stuff like lore for puzzle solving or charm for dialogue options will be judged by. The third page governs the other subcategory of skills. Outside of RP for how you got caught, this really doesn't matter on which you pick. So you have your character and find yourself in the field against an enemy. Now, starting off, you'll just have this shitty broken sword. It doesn't do much in terms of damage outside of power attacks. You can dodge, but since you need stamina charged in order to do much damage, it's best to hold down shift and manually dodge, as it costs 0 stamina that way. Getting to the house with the old man, you can head upstairs and get yourself a spell. It's a basic projectile, but serves its purpose. Since combat is like a melee Bioshock, it can help the combined spell and melees. If you've maxed in the magic, you can do some possibly glitched one-shot spells. Speaking of this old man, you can accept his quest about recovering his diary and finish it before even meeting the Dark Star leader. It's literally a right after taking the first hill towards the Dark Star fort. This quest is glitched, as you can say you have the diary and he'll accept it, but in order to receive the delusion progress, in other words earn an upgrade point, you'll need to actually have the diary. While you're diary hunting, and if you have the lore, be sure to check out the other house, as there's a ring that will grant you plus 20 health while you wear it. Before heading on to the next house, there are 3 bits of ore you should recover. The first is on the right of when you approach the old man's house. It's behind a locked door with some bandits hanging around. The second is found in the mercenary fortress, with the third being found at the bridge. You must cross to continue into the Hollow Lands. With all 3 ore, you can return to the 2-story house in the middle, and after passing a 20-point charm, you can head down and retrieve the bandit helmet. 3 ore is the basic upgrade cost for weapons and armor of this type, so now you can level up either, as both result in increased attack. Continuing basically straight, you'll find the Wobbly Noggin and the main town. If you think you're underleveled, or want a safer place to earn coin and do some quests, then stick around here. There's currently not much, but if you head down to the docks and talk to this lass, you'll be recruited to transport a crate of silk back to the Wobbly Noggin. When stopped by a guard, you just need to tell them the truth. No matter what, you won't get in trouble, but I don't think you receive delusions should you fail. If you manage to get a second dialogue option, you must charm your way out. Once back at the Wobbly Noggin, hand it over to this gentleman and then head back to the docks. Finding this house, you just need to mess with the skull, no lore required, and the path will lead to the cut purse. Side note, before a later quest, you can nab a rare mushroom-related plant there. Once inside, just talk again to the same girl and she'll give you another quest to rob from one of the specific stores. Talking to this patron reveals that at night you can lockpick and get some loot from the local stores. This seems to be at no cost to yourself, as I've picked the locks in front of guards with no repercussions. Anyways, you just need to go into the main street sewers and pick this lock. Going up and you can easily nab the item. If you don't want to mess with the pub's sewer door locker, you can enter from the other side of the island where the water flows. Still need to solve that difficult lock though. How does lockpicking work? It's simply a dice roll. Anything matching or above means you win. Now with some coin on you and maybe a treasure or two, you can hit up the local shops. At these shops, you can upgrade equipment or craft potions. It should be noted that for players not favoring lore or charm, you can purchase and upgrade gear that will remedy this. At the store in front of the Union's faction building, you can acquire various oddities like a compass and telescope. Taking the town elevator down will more or less put you in front of this balloon. Heading over to this guy will give you your map. Essentially, whenever something of note pops up, you need to equip the book like a potion and jot it down. Completing his 4 tasks will give you the map of the island. The 4 are the farmstead, which while you're there, head over to this tower and take out the mage, then loot to acquire the haste spell for free. This will make traveling easier, but watch out for edges. Now you only need to jot down the clock in town, the river fork past the town, and this treehouse combo. Fun fact, but the inhabitant of this tree can be charmed with a level of 50, which is maxed out stat or wearing a nice hat. This will grant you access to a mask that when worn will stop the local goblin population from attacking you. This is one of a few items that currently cannot be upgraded. Bring this back to him and he'll give you not only coin but a pass to the wizard school in the sky. You may have already noticed it, but taking this up will lead to a fun series of quests, some lore, and this game's fast travel. Talking to the engineer, just agree, and then touch the machine. Head back down to town and activate the one there. There's also one back at the fortress. Now this quest is technically unachievable in the current build. After securing a way across to the Endless Realm, either through quest completion or purchasing a pass, you can activate one just to the left of the first town you meet. The last one of the 3 she requires is located in Clockwork Realm, aka not in the game yet. However, at this point you can access it from the Inquisitor's ship at the farmland. Nothing's there to impede you, and it's basically a straight shot across the island to the teleporter. Go in and teleport back to the engineer to accomplish this mission. So that should be all you need to really know for a decent start at this game.